Hey everyone, welcome back to Midnight Talks. I'm Jill,
And I'm Chey.
and after 3 tries, we are live again, and hopefully it will be fine.
Hopefully my internet doesn't hate us and then we get rated again and I'm gone. That's
That would
what
be
happened last
insane.
time.
I want to make
Well,
sure
I
it's
hope we
this
get
mic,
rated
right?
again, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, cool. That'd be awesome if we got rated again. We're glad to have you back from your ickiness.
Yeah, I think I sound a little hoarse probably still, but I feel better. I feel a lot better. I'm
I'm
just
glad.
glad that Macy got to fill in and be on the podcast last week.
Me too. She actually, for her first podcast episode, I think she did really good. Really good.
We'll have to
And
have her on
yeah, I was gonna
with all
say,
of
love
us.
to have her back on. And then my friend that she dates, I wanted to have them both on together, but he was working.
That'd be fun. And hey, if you guys ever want to join us, literally let us know. We would love to have anybody on here.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, really quickly, you guys, if you're watching right now or listening, if you're on Spotify or YouTube, don't forget to subscribe or follow us. Because a lot of you guys that watch or listen don't follow us, and that's
Mhm.
okay. Sometimes I honestly forget to hit the follow button. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this person, and why haven't I subscribed? So yeah, just a reminder, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, and turn on the notifications to get notified when we post, so you know each
Yes.
time.
Yeah. We usually post on Mondays, Monday night, Tuesday morning on Spotify. YouTube is um, sporadic.
Yeah, YouTube is really only when we go live and do video. I didn't post a video last week because I don't think y'all want to see a YouTube video with no video, no faces.
That's
Maybe I'm
valid.
wrong.
That's
Maybe
valid.
I'm wrong. If you do, let me know. But yeah, just make sure you hit that follow button because then we would love you a lot more than we do already.
Also, if you guys didn't hear in our last episode, uh, once we hit 100 followers on Spotify, we're going to have another giveaway. Another giveaway, another chance for you to win goodies. What will you win? I don't know.
You'll win something great. If our first giveaway was this good, and I think it was pretty good,
It was pretty
um,
dang good.
yeah, if it was this good, imagine what our 100 followers will look like, and then imagine 1,000, and then imagine 1,000,000, 100,000, then imagine 1,000,000, 1,000,000. We
A
might fly
million
y'all
is
to
a
the
trip to
Bahamas.
Hawaii.
One of the two places,
Yeah,
Bahamas or Hawaii.
we're gonna be we're gonna be, you know, figure out. Did you see my hand gestures? Rock paper
Yeah.
scissors.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, and then maybe y'all can go on a trip with us. Who knows? Little
True.
midnight talks trip. That'd be fun. Not us like figure. That's at
Day
million
day
followers.
trip
That's not at
talks.
100,
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah, that's true.
Don't don't think y'all are getting that at 100. That's a lot of money.
Way too much than we got right now, for sure.
Yeah, we need y'all to keep liking and subscribing so we can afford that. Thanks. Just joking.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Um, so I think we're blah la la la. We're gonna get into wedding meltdowns, and something that I said last episode that I really liked was like, grab your comfies, grab your favorite snack and your blinkies, and just turn on and listen to us. Be cozy. There's a lot of
Yeah.
drama, and yeah. So I mean, we always bring something good to each episode.
Yeah, get your cozies, comfies on. I got my little matching Jamie set on. Jamie set
Cute.
on.
Cute. I
Um,
have, sorry, I keep brushing my hair. I have my Indiana Jones shirt on.
Cutie. Put your old wedding dress on. Just for fun.
It's still in a different state.
Oh, well, it might be fun. Then you can recreate the trauma that everyone went through in these stories.
I almost wore a white shirt, but I really like my Indiana Jones shirt.
That's fair. Yeah, I was like, ooh, let's wear. I was thinking that too. I was like, what if we wore white? But I'm like, nah.
I'll be
I want
comfortable.
to be
I don't want.
comfy.
Yeah, literally. That's so funny.
That's what we need is comfort. If
Yeah,
it's midnight talks, come on, we have to
yeah.
be comfy.
We love being comfy.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into it. Obviously, starting off, we have Jill's wedding meltdown that we'll talk about and get into. I'm just joking, she didn't have one.
I was like, hold the fucking phone. I was like, what meltdown are we talking about? I was actually so confused. It's like, you want to enlighten me on the meltdown that I had that didn't exist?
Spill her Reddit story that she posted on her meltdown.
How did you know?
You know, honestly, I should show you this later. I was like, I saw something that was oddly specific, and I said, Jill, do you write this? I'm gonna have to show you later.
What was it?
I can't say it right now.
Oh, okay.
But I'll say it. Suspicious.
I'm kind of curious now.
I know you didn't. I know
Okay.
you did.
Or did
Okay.
I? No, I'm joking.
Did you? Were you on Reddit crying to Reddit saying, please help me?
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
I be upvoting Dreamlight Valley posts on Reddit. That's about it. And I be bitching about FedEx. I shouldn't complain about that on here.
Oh,
Anyway.
now I need to see that. Like, I need to see your post.
They deleted
now.
my post. No, they deleted my post.
What did you say?
I posted in shower thoughts and I was like, at FedEx. I was like, I was pissed. I forgot what I put because it was deleted so long ago, but I was really mad.
Oh my gosh. I wish it was still there, because then if I found that, that'd be really funny.
Really,
I don't know if I've ever went to Reddit to say anything. I can't say that I never have, but like, I just don't remember.
That was literally the first. I've maybe posted like 2 things on Reddit.
I'll find them. Cat, help me find.
You'll never find my account.
Chat,
I can bet
we
money.
gotta get the FBI.
No, bro. I can bet money you can't find my account.
Now we're
It's a
gonna have to
username
like.
that I've used
Never
this
what?
username maybe twice.
All right, that's fair. I'll remember. How old were you?
Oh, girl, this is a new account.
Oh, dang it, Jilly. I don't know, something. I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
No, you won't. I can bet money you won't.
We'll get the FBI sleuth.
I'm gonna give
even
you
though
a
you
year.
are our FBI sleuth.
I'm gonna give you a year. Good luck.
Oh my gosh. No, I already found your account because this is totally you that you posted on
I'm
Reddit
dead.
about wedding.
She said I'm convinced.
I'm just joking. Okay, we better get up on these stories because we spent a lot of time because of me going into technical difficulties.
Okay, let's run through it.
All right. My mother ruined my wedding and we haven't spoken since. I want to share what happened at my wedding, September 2024. It's something I've been processing ever since, and I feel like I'm continually being gaslit that I'm overreacting. This is what the timeline of my wedding was supposed to be. Reception begins with grand entrance and transitions directly into bride and groom's first dance. After first dance, folks find their seats, speeches begin. Once speeches are over, dinner begins. Gosh, they got the whole list. Parents, dances, father, daughter, mother, son. Cake cutting and opening of dance floor. The day started beautifully. I'm sorry, y'all, my voice. Let me cough real quick. The day started beautifully. The grand entrance went smoothly. The first dance happened, and we were both nervous but proud of how it went. The speeches followed, some funny, some emotional, some a mix of both. I cried through most of them. It was exactly what you'd hope that part of the day feels like. Then it was time for dinner. I'd barely eaten all day. One of my only real priorities getting to the reception was to sit down, eat, and to greet our guests. My husband and I had just started making rounds when my mother approached our table and told me the music was boring, that it was too slow and folky, and that people wanted to dance. I acknowledged it and moved on, or tried to. What I didn't know at the time was my mother had also gone up to one of my bridesmaids and told her to go tell the DJ to stop playing so much fucking slow folk music. My bridesmaid came and found me instead and took me outside with another friend to decompress. My mother followed us outside. She told me that everyone was complaining, that no one was having fun, that people were bored. She implied I wasn't moving through the timeline fast enough, the cake, the dances, opening the dance floor. I told her clearly and calmly that I was trying to eat dinner and say hello to our guests. Her response was that she was just telling me what people were saying. She was eventually brought back inside by other guests who recognized what was happening. What I found out later that while I was outside, my mother had opened the dance floor by herself without us, and confused guests had started to join her. I don't care if people dance or not. It was more that we were going to have the parent dances before opening up the dance floor. Two of my friends physically blocked the dance floor to hold the space until my husband and I could re enter on our own terms. The DJ staff were shaken. They told my friend she had said she paid for this motherfucker. While, yes, she did help pay for a portion of the wedding, my husband and I also contributed significantly as well as his parents. I made the decision to cut the cake privately, without announcement, and to do the scheduled dances just to get through them. I didn't want to be there anymore. I did them anyway. Later in the evening, as my husband and I were walking together, my mother intercepted us and asked to speak with me privately outside. My bridesmaid tried to follow as a buffer and had a hand held up at her. Outside, my mother told me that I had been disrespectful, that I had talked down to people, that guests were outside getting high because they were so bored, that the music was my fault, and that she had paid a significant amount of money for this wedding. None of it was true. My friends confirmed that. The guests were having a good time. No one was complaining. It was just her. After that, my friends formed a quiet wall and didn't let her near me again for the rest of the night. My mother and father left early. My friends and I went to the bathroom, came back out, and danced. I asked my parents for space for my husband and I to process everything that had happened. It was a few months later that I received an email from them placing the blame entirely on me. It read very much as a prosecution rather than a reconciliation. Key points can be found here. Every incident was retold from a mom's point of view, with her actions justified and mine condemned. Argues that my mom's traumatic history is used as an argument rather than shared vulnerability. Says my parents can live without me. They adopted me, and I already have trauma over my adoption. Adds conditional love at the end. Our door is always open, and you have to work very hard at earning back our respect. A lot of blame was placed on me in the email, and not to say I am blameless, but it feels like a lot of pointing fingers. You showed zero respect and love. You can twist this any way you want. The bottom line is you don't love or respect your mom, and that's all on you. You outdid yourself this time. You've not only caused us pain, but pain to many others who love us. You should be ashamed. Do you think for a second that you are on equal ground with us? Because you're not. All this to say, I can get over what happened at my wedding. It's the behavior and email that followed the wedding that sealed it for me to go no contact. Thanks for listening to my rant.
No, you're out. You're done. The fact that I spent all this time planning a wedding, paying for half of it, because I am obviously, this person is thankful that their parents help them, but it's the fact that you deliberately ruined my day. Like it doesn't feel like the mom was trying to help. It feels deliberate.
Yeah.
I also get like a little jealousy sniff out of this story, as well as what pisses me off that I think is so hypocritical is being like, our door is always open and you have to work very hard earning back our respect. Those do not coincide. So honestly, this story makes me really annoyed. I honestly want to elbow this mom in the face. And the fact that the dad is not backing up their daughter and supporting her to say, like, hey, what happened was not right. Like, the way you wanted your wedding to go, you're supposed to wait for those dances, you know? After the main dances are there, then that's when everyone gets up and starts dancing. It's a celebration. It's about the bride and groom the entire day, and you making it about yourself is really selfish, and that's why I said I think the jealousy aspect does come in there. Um, Maybe this mom is schizophrenic and freaking dreamed all this shit up. I don't know. But I think it was really bogus behavior and it feels deliberate.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's deliberate. Like, the mom does show jealousy, because how are you going to act like that? How are you going to be like, oh, everyone is so bored at your wedding. Everyone hates it. Everyone's outside getting high, yada, yada, yada. But this is the schedule that we're following because it's mine and my husband's wedding. It's not your wedding, mom. So it doesn't matter. If people are bored because there's like slow music playing, this is not the dance portion. This is before that. Like, at least we got something going. You know what I mean? Like, don't be that person. And even if no one had anything going, sit there and be good. Sit there and chat with people. That's what they're there for. You know what I mean? Don't be an asshole and then tell your daughter, oh, people hate this. It's boring. I hate this music. Let's go ahead and open the dance floor. That's so rude. It's
Yeah.
not your day. That's why it is giving jealousy. Because why are
Uh
you acting like that?
Something that like I want people to think more of, if you find yourself in these situations, like the wedding you attend is not your choice. It could be the most untraditional wedding. It could be the most traditional wedding. How it is planned and how it's coordinated is how it goes. And if you don't like it, leave. And don't make it someone else's problem, especially when people have spent thousands of dollars, hours of time planning stuff. Like, to me, go into the wedding without any expectation. Oh my gosh, I underwore a dress. It's one day. If your friend gives you shit for it, it's her fault. If you overwore a dress, like, I don't even know how you can. People have done it before, but
Yeah.
it's like if you overwear underwear, like dresses, like as a guest, like I get that. Like that is a little stressful, whatever. But that's something that you can't really 100% control because obviously you don't know until you're there. You know, my guest asks me what to wear, and I just told them like the color palette, and that it was optional for them to wear what they want. But if you want to kind of fit in with the theme, these are the colors, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I said. Never want anyone to ever feel obligated for that. I honestly just feel like this mom was doing everything in her power to like make this day miserable for her.
Yeah.
And just she deserves an elbow to the face.
Yeah, she really does. And you're right. Like, it does whoever's wedding you get invited to, it's their day. It doesn't matter how you think it should go. It's not your wedding. Do something different for your wedding then. Or if you've already had a wedding, okay, great. Congrats. Don't ruin someone else's day. It's going how they want it to go, and that's it. Literally sit there and be a good guest. Like, support the person that you're there to support. That's all. That's what you're there to do. You know what I mean? You're there to
Exactly.
celebrate and
Yeah.
support the person that you're there for. So, no, the
Yeah.
mom, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And I'm glad her friends
Cuz
stepped in like they did. They seem like
I
really, really good
know.
friends.
I agree. Shout out. Yeah, we need to do these. And these stories, the hero in the story
Yeah.
is one of the bridesmaids.
Yep. Shout
I
out
would
to
like that.
them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that'd be like a cool like little thing to not only talk about the shitty negative, being like who's the hero in the situation, if there
Yeah.
are any.
Hopefully they all have some.
Yeah. Well, are you ready to get into this next one?
Yes.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my dad to get the fuck out of my life and go attend his precious stepdaughter's wedding? My dad wasn't there for me growing up. He and my mom were 22, my dad 25, when they had me. He didn't even pay child support for the first 7 years of my life. He was ordered to, but always found a way to dodge support until eventually he stopped and paid it monthly and had to pay back the other years. When I was 4, he met his wife and became a father to her daughter, who is 16 months younger than me. When I was 16, he had a change of heart and reached out to establish a relationship with me and fought to show me that he really wanted this. I hesitantly agreed. He was trying really hard and even paid my mom a huge lump sum of owed child support from before. What sort of won me around was how he handled his stepdaughter. She wanted me to live with them and wanted a brother because my dad and his wife had 3 daughters together and his stepdaughter, but they considered each other their own father and daughter because her father isn't in her life. She was really pushy with me and about me moving in with them and insisted my mom kept me from my dad and the family. This was not true, but she wanted to paint my mom as the bad guy. Dad told her that she was wrong. He sat her down with me and told, sorry, I feel like there's some typos, so I'm like screwing up. He sat her down with me there and told her he was a bad dad to me and made those choices and that I didn't need to move in. He kept his ground even when she pouted and acted like a baby about it. I never wanted to be her brother and I don't like her. We have a lot of bad blood because she knows I don't want to be her brother and feels like I was wrong not to move in with them. While I find her entitled, selfish, and bratty, but dad didn't punish me for it or make it seem like I was doing wrong for not wanting to leave my mom after she raised me solo my whole life up to that point. When he even paid for my college, and there was, I'm sorry, I am struggling tonight. He even paid for my college and was there when I needed him. My relationship with him improved, but his stepdaughter and his daughters came before me. That was something I always felt. The last year had been different for him. He had wanted me to be more involved with his family and get closer to his stepdaughters. He told me I've had 10 years to embrace everyone and become a full member of the family instead of treating his stepdaughter like she's the enemy. I told him it wasn't going to happen. There was a drama a few months ago because rumors circulated that his stepdaughter's boyfriend cheated on her a lot. There's no proof to this knowledge, but the rumors show no sign of stopping and more of them to come out as the months pass. I got engaged last year and a month ago to my fiance and set the date a month ago. My dad and his stepdaughter did a Zoom call with me about it where she wanted me to give up the date because she's engaged now, wants to get married on that date. I said no. She whined and I ignored her. She went along with the book date and then called dad via Zoom and called me and she said she needed dad to give her away. She said I had to find another date. I told her to fuck off and left the call. Dad called me, said he needed to be there for her and he doesn't want to miss my wedding, so please move the date. To me, it was just a step too far, and I told him to get the fuck out of my life and attend his stepdaughter's wedding. I understood he raised the girls, so there was a first for him, but for all the fighting he did for me, to put this girl before me was too much and something I booked first. Besides, he made it clear whose wedding he'd attend. My dad has tried to reach out despite what I said, and his wife sent a long email the other night saying I should have compassion and understanding for him. Am I the asshole?
No, you ain't the asshole. Your dad's a freaking asshole. And also the stepsister an asshole because you're not gonna sit there and ask someone in wine to move their date. I understand like your dad can't be in two places at once, but for one, the OP is got the date first. If you get the
Yep.
date first, it's your date. Like
Mm-hmm.
you move your date, girl. I'm not moving my date. Are you kidding me?
And the fact that, like, prior to this wedding planning, they there was rumors about him cheating on her. It's just like, why the fuck are y'all getting married right now?
Yeah. Seems suspicious, seems weird. Well, and why is it on my date? It's weird.
I honestly felt like it was 100% intentional.
Yeah. Sounds like they want to show that oh, well, you're like our dad, he chooses me always. Chooses me
Yep.
always. Yeah, it
And
is
she
giving
wanted to show that.
selfish.
She wanted to show that.
And she did. And
Mm-hmm.
guess what? Good riddance to both of them. If the dad's not going to be a part of your life this whole time, choose his stepdaughter over, like, no. Goodbye. I didn't want you at my wedding anyway, then. At all.
Someone said, "Does your father explicitly know that you had your date first and that your stepsister chose the same date on purpose to cause this issue?" And OP responded to that comment, said, "He does know that."
No, there's no excuse then. None.
So why should I move my date? And like he's just showing who he cares about more. And honestly, when someone shows you that, it's not worth it.
No. Don't let it ruin your day. Don't let it ruin your wedding. That's not worth it. your dad, he doesn't, I'm not going to say he doesn't care, but like he clearly shows favoritism and it's not right.
Yeah.
It's not right at all. And I get like wedding beef, wedding drama, like having the same date, but you chose it first. And so for her to whine and complain and say you're moving your date, ew, get out of here. You, no, I'm not moving my date. Especially not for a dad that's shitty anyway. Sorry. Like, no.
Yeah. I think it's like, it's just really messed up because this is your biological child that you've literally had 0% of your life, and you've been only a part of his life for 10 years when she's gotten like 25 years. And I just think it's so sad because, I mean, he didn't choose to not grow up with a dad. He chose
No.
it for him. So,
Yep. And the dad has a chance to still make it right and chooses not to, which he's gonna eventually, if he hasn't already, lose a relationship with the OP because you only get so many chances. And the OP is hoping his dad will come through, and he just doesn't. And it's sad. And I feel really bad for the OP. But the OP is not the asshole in any way here. No,
yeah,
no type of way.
the hero in this story is the OP
Is the
because
OP.
he's putting his foot down. Honestly,
Yes.
the hero in this story is the end call button on Zoom.
Yep. Honestly. That is so funny that you said that.
Give me 2 seconds.
love
I
that.
need to stand up.
Okay. I forgot we're live. Hello, chat. Chat. I'm not
Sorry,
singing.
my leg was just like starting to hurt. So
No, you're good.
when you sit all day for work and then sitting for more hours, it's just ugh.
Yeah, you're like freaking legs are shot, butt is shot.
Yeah, I like it sucks, dude. I don't
You need a standing desk.
honestly like in the next few months I'm gonna look into a standing desk because this is just it's unhealthy, it's not good. Um yeah.
Yeah, standing desks are really good. We
I'm
used to
glad that
have
you
them at
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. They would give us standing desks when I worked at one of my other jobs, and they were really nice to have.
I had a standing desk at my last job. That was the only reason why I kind of liked that job. Um, if y'all didn't know, which I haven't really disclosed, I got a new job. And I'm so mentally much happier. I don't feel what I felt, and maybe one day I will disclose my experience in like 10 years.
10? Do you have an NDA? What's happening?
Well, I don't really like to do that, and I feel like 10 years is long enough.
No, we don't have to just close the company, but you can tell the T.
Because maybe she'll be retired by then.
She don't need to be retired. I'm gonna tell her right now. I'm not gonna say nothing.
You're gonna elbow her too?
Yeah, I'm gonna elbow her in the face. That might give me assault charges. I'm gonna yell at her very sternly.
Listen here, young lady.
Listen here,
Yeah.
old lady.
Yeah. Yeah. She needs a stern talking to. Anyway, I'll save
We
y'all.
need the tea from Jill. Comment work tea if you want to hear that.
My current job is phenomenal. I love what I do. It is perfect for my what I do. So, I'm a total nerd. I sell magic cards.
Is.
That's all I'll say. I sell magic cards, and I love it. I love it.
She loves her nerdiness.
Yeah, yeah, dude, it's so fun to call people and just be like, "Want my magic?" Like, I just love that. You know, just hey, you want to buy some Pokemon? Hey, you want some anime figures? Yeah, cool.
I can't even see where people would say no, because like it sells itself. Come on.
You would be surprised. No, you would be
really.
Yes, you would be surprised. Uh, I mean, it's hard to sell it to someone who doesn't feel like it would benefit their company.
I mean, yeah, but
But
I'm sure you're a good enough salesperson that you're like, I'm gonna turn you into a nerd yet, and you're gonna want all this.
I got some cool things to share with you offline.
Yeah, I can't, don't forget because you always forget.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay,
Okay. Yep.
let's stop the yapping because we don't know how to. Anyway, yeah, comment work tea. But anyway, all right,
Just trying to get me in trouble.
asshole. No, I'm not. What are you gonna get in trouble? You already have a new job.
That's true.
They're
I
gonna
know.
fire you from your old job. You're already out of there.
I know. I don't know. Okay, go
As
ahead.
long as we keep it like what do you call it? Vague, we won't tell the company, you know. Feels like
Okay.
I'm too scared. All right. Asshole aunt. Oh, I say aunt or aunt. I don't know what y'all say. What do you say? Aunt,
I say
aunt?
both, honestly.
Yeah, I'm like aunt.
I like
Okay.
some days I say aunt, some days I say aunt, and I'm like, which
Same.
one do I say?
Same. That's all I'm like aunt, aunt. What I don't know. I guess it depends on where you're raised, but we were raised, I guess, with both. So
Yeah, I think so.
so
I don't
asshole
know.
aunt ruined
Yeah.
my I'm sorry.
No,
We're
you're good. Go
terrible.
ahead.
I think there's a lag as well.
I think so too.
It's probably me. I'm the lag. Okay. Asshole aunt ruined my wedding and it's haunting me. Longtime lurker, first I can't talk. First time poster. I'm really struggling with regret and sadness around my wedding. My partner and I are both second timers. When we first got engaged, we agreed we wanted a very small, intimate ceremony. Somehow it ballooned into a large destination wedding with 67 guests. 6, 7. Leading up to it was incredibly stressful, expensive, and caused tension between us because we had different expectations. I did not go into the wedding weekend in the best headspace. For context, I was previously married to a man. That marriage was traumatic. He cheated, was physically abusive, and financially irresponsible to the point of stealing from one of our children's college funds. Oh my gosh. We
Insane.
divorced. Yeah, we divorced. That's a good what you should say after that happens.
Yeah.
We divorced, we co-parent, and I have done a lot of work to heal. I am now married to a woman. My family has known I am queer my whole life, but I think they were relieved when I married a man and assumed it was a phase. That matters later. I've been with my current partner for 4 years. We have very different personalities. I'm a social and people oriented. She is introverted and very discerning. Once she likes you, she is warm and kind. She also has strong boundaries and does not tolerate disrespect. The biggest issue is my aunt. She helped raise me, and she's like a second mother. She is very overbearing, struggles with boundaries, and likes to overstep. She has a long standing tension with my partner, mostly because my partner does not allow her to do whatever she wants or invade our personal space. My aunt has never let this go. We got married in Cancun. We arrived Wednesday. The wedding was Saturday. Sorry, I got a cough. Y'all don't want to hear all that. I sound like a barking dog. Friday afternoon, before the rehearsal and welcome party, I wanted to spend a few relaxed hours with my partner before hosting mode kicked in. I ended up at the swim bar with friends waiting for her. She never came. I drank too much. I'm realizing my 40-year-old body does not do well with shots. I needed to lie down before rehearsal. My partner, who is sensitive to alcohol issues due to her own past, reacted strongly and brought me back to the room so I could sleep it off. People were arriving that day and knocking on the door to say hello, but she locked it so I could rest. My son told my aunt that I was passed out, which scared her. She came to the room, knocked repeatedly, then climbed into our suite through the pool entrance to get me. She demanded to see me. Oh my god.
Sorry. I'm like, what?
My partner let her in. I woke up confused but fine, got ready, and we went on with rehearsal and the beach welcome party. The next morning, my wedding day, friends called me saying my aunt was telling people around the resort that she planned to object to the wedding. She was telling people my partner was controlling, nasty, and would not let her into the room. About 10 minutes later, my aunt stormed into our suite. My partner and I were already tense from the day before. My aunt confronted my partner and started unloading on her. It escalated quickly. She cursed at her, called her a bitch, said she was not coming to the wedding, and then physically tried to fight her. My mom and I broke it up. Then my aunt said, "This is why I liked your ex husband better." This is the man who abused me. She knows what he did to me. Something in me broke. I called her out and reminded her exactly what he had done. She doubled down and said he liked family more than this bitch. At that point, I shut down. I blanked parts of it out because it was overwhelming. We all agreed to just get through the day. Here's what haunts me. I did not kick her out in that moment. I did not stop the wedding. I did not fully protect my partner the way I wished I had. The rest of the day was awful. I was distraught. My partner was distraught. I could not eat. My face was swollen from crying. On top of that, a third of the wedding party got food poisoning. We lost our getting ready photos. Everything felt chaotic and heavy. During the ceremony, my aunt told my son that she would not be seeing him for a while. He cried through the ceremony. During cocktail hour, I overheard her talking badly about the situation. I pulled her aside and told her I needed her to love me. Before I could finish, she said she could love me, but she did not have to love my partner. She then said she would love me from afar. That's when I finally lost it. I told her she could love me from all the fuck away because what she was doing was not love, and I did not want her near me if this was how she was going to behave. I told her I did not want her there. I explained that respecting me meant respecting my partner. She denied trying to fight her and minimized everything, even though it happened that same morning. I asked her to leave before the reception. Multiple people also asked her to leave. She stayed anyway and sat through the reception, rolling her eyes. The next day, she tried to have dinner with me like nothing happened. I was too numb to engage. When she left the resort, she blocked me on social media, is now telling people that I owe her an apology. I'm sick with regret. I feel like I failed my partner. I feel like my wedding was stolen from me. I feel ashamed that I froze instead of doing more. I am now no contact with my aunt, but I can't stop replaying the moment where I wish I had removed her immediately. I hate the photos. I hate the memories. I spent 30K on a wedding that emotionally feels ruined. I know no wedding is perfect, but when food poisoning, emotional tension between me and my partner, and my own family trying to sabotage the day, I cannot find peace. Crazy. Oh my god. It's giving TLC drama. That's what Alex said.
Nobody's the hero in this story.
Yeah, I was like, who's the hero?
I really chose. I was thinking about it. That's why I didn't say anything for a minute. Um. Wow. Okay. The first mistake here, which isn't really a mistake, but it's a part of life, unfortunately, was being peer pressured into a wedding, a second wedding, that you stated in the beginning that you did not want, that you both did not want, had to do it anyway. And then, um, your aunt's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't be fighting for that relationship. Climbing through my freaking pool window, you're insane. Insane.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, she's loony bin behavior. Um, I feel like in a way I understand where she's coming from and feeling like quote unquote a bad partner because she wanted to do her partner right. But I feel like you shouldn't apply yourself that much pressure because how are you supposed to know how to navigate those kinds of conversations? Um, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's not something that people are so ready to take on. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I absolutely do. It's like don't put all that pressure on yourself when like your partner understands and knows that you are going through that with your aunt. Like it was hard to even defend yourself. You know what I mean? Don't put that on you. It's your aunt's fault for doing all of that. You did not cause a single bit of it. Like your aunt was the one that chose to be an absolute terrible person at your wedding because she either didn't agree with your partner or wanted to ruin your wedding or both, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's just sad. And I hate that like I'm like who stuck up for you? You know what I mean? Like who's we couldn't even find the hero here, which is
Yeah, like
sad.
did her mom stand up for her?
I her mom said something.
I know her
Um
mom broke up the fight.
yeah, I think that's the only thing. The thing is like if like I don't know. If I was a mom, like I don't care if you're I don't know if it's her mom's sister or like on the dad's side, but like you ain't gonna talk to my child like that on her wedding day. I don't care if she's 40 or 50. You're gonna act like that. Like, I mean, I don't know if her mom's like old, so I will give her the benefit of the doubt. Um,
30
but
count a
still,
wedding. God.
yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. There is no heroes. I feel really bad for the OP. Um, let me hear her talk to my kid like that. So Alex said,
Bro's getting
honestly, yeah.
elbowed.
Yeah, you ain't gonna act like that. But and then like the fact that she was like, "Oh, your other husband was your ex-husband was better." Bro, he beat my ass. Well, you want that? You were fine with that? Like you're crazy.
Yeah.
Like ew, no, get out of here. Should yeah, she should have kicked her out before all that, but I understand why she didn't. She was trying to hope her aunt would calm down and stop being such an
Honestly,
asshole.
breaking into my room prior to the wedding and treating my significant other like, no. Like, you're leaving. You're not
Oh,
staying. You're not welcome. Go back home.
no, you're done. You're done because you're not gonna stay here. You can go somewhere else. I hate that you even came to the beach. You don't even
Yeah.
belong at the beach. You
Yeah.
don't even belong to have a. You don't even deserve to have a vacation.
Did she say that her aunt blocked her?
Yeah, on social media.
Okay. The hero in this story is the block button on Facebook. Um, because they don't need to contact. They don't need to be in contact.
No, and good. I'm glad. It's just bullshit. The her
Yeah.
aunt. What, bro? Why'd you block me? I should block you.
Yeah,
You're the one being crazy.
you're the one who started this shit too.
Yeah. Mm-mm. The aunt. No, I would go no contact as well. Cause like you're not gonna act like that. Period.
Yeah, yeah. This next one's a little short, but I thought it'd be a good conversation. So I like stories that will actually that are like different variations where it's not just straight arguing, where it's like
Yeah.
I kind of need to think about it.
Yeah. I'm excited to hear it.
Okay. Am I the asshole for leaving my wife at home after she revealed that she was going to wear white to my brother's wedding? So my wife and my brother don't get along. My wife has a bit of a temper, but my sister-in-law isn't a saint as well. However, I was never going to let my wife pull something at the wedding, which she tried to wear a white dress. I explicitly told her not to even think about it. She did it once, no doubt she'd do it again. She can be that petty. What do you mean she did it once?
That's what I was like. Did it once? What?
She said she wouldn't stoop to sister-in-law's level and do it, although she was mad. I was just I was just a guest at my brother's wedding and urged me not to let it slide. I told her that if she tried to wear white, then I wouldn't let her go through with it. She bought a black dress and said she'd wear it at the wedding, and I believed her. As we were preparing to go, she comes downstairs wearing a white strapless dress. I lost it and asked her what the hell was wrong with her, and she said I wouldn't understand and that I shouldn't involve myself in women's disagreements. I told her to just stop and change or I wouldn't take her with me. She argued about returning the black dress because it was too tight, which was true, but I'm sure this was a deliberate move on her part. She tried to get me to let it go as we were late for the wedding, but I insisted she changed. I told her she was ruining this for my brother, not just for the sister-in-law. She refused. I called her petty and then left. I went without her. Although everyone was asking about her, they understood why she didn't come. They assumed it was because of the beef with the sister-in-law. I found about 11 texts, all containing choice of words directly at me and my sister-in-law. She went to stay with her sister, who got herself involved and called me and my family toxic and abusive. Mom heard, and the shit show began. Thankfully, brother and sister-in-law don't know what's going on, although Mom says that they deserve to know what kind of person my wife is. Now I'm stuck between my family and my wife, who refuses to come, saying I need to make it right whatever that means. My question is, am I the asshole for not letting her go to the wedding for wearing white? Should I have just left this between her and my sister-in-law? I did this for my brother.
Wow. For one, like I still want to circle back. Like your wife has done this before.
Yeah, yeah. What do you mean she's done this before?
Yeah. And also, you're not an asshole. You're protecting your brother. You're protecting your brother's new wife. Also, in some ways, I'd say you're also protecting your wife from making herself look like a complete asshole, even though she did that perfectly on her own.
Yeah,
But showing her ass like that at a wedding is so distasteful, disrespectful to your family. That's toxic behavior for her. So the fact that her family is calling you toxic, wild. They agree with that. So at your wedding day that you had your wife, someone should have wore white then. Is that what she's saying? Because I bet she would have had a fucking conniption fit. That's
exactly.
crazy.
I was honestly flabbergasted reading this because I'm like, okay, I understand that you and the sister-in-law have beef, but like, what about the brother? What about their day? Like, even though y'all have these problems, you don't like each other, like, be a fucking adult. Grow the fuck up. Like, put your shit
Yeah.
aside and realize this is not just about you and your stupid beef, like women disagreements. You sound like you're 2 years old,
Yeah.
actually. Like, wow, wow, I didn't get my toy, so now I'm gonna be throw a tantrum. Um, it's not an adult thing to do, and I think it's very disrespectful, especially when you know wedding etiquette. It'd be different if she didn't, but obviously in this case she did it deliberately. Really messed up.
Yeah, very messed up. She knows what she was doing. If you had that much beef with the sister-in-law, simply don't go. Say, "Hey, I support your brother, but I don't support her and I simply cannot go." I bet they would have respected that decision more than you literally trying to sabotage their day. That's not fair. That's not fair to the brother. That's not fair to anyone that's there.
Alex said, I'm glad I'm not a woman, lol. I call it spotlight syndrome. True. Spotlight
Honestly, yeah,
syndrome
like
is
that's some
real.
jealousy. Maybe she wants the brother and she's jealous that she didn't get to get married to him.
Honestly, like, would this make you reevaluate things in your
Yeah.
relationship? Like, this is your true colors.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it would. Cause why are you that disrespectful? Why are you that crazy? Why are you that revengeful?
Mm-hmm.
Like she's vengeful. It's not that's not normal. And that would make me reevaluate even being with my wife. Cause why are you acting like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, do you see your behavior right now? Do you think this is normal? Um, like, okay,
She
sure.
got
Sure. Sister-in-law, okay, POV. Sister-in-law shows up wearing white to their wedding. I'd be fucking livid. But you know what
yeah.
I would do? Not show up to her wedding.
Yep. It's literally I'm not gonna go to your wedding. Like you show up to my wedding wearing white, like to be spiteful, not on an accident, but
Yeah.
like to be spiteful. Yeah. And you invite me to yours. I'm not gonna show up to white wearing white on your wedding. I'm just not gonna freaking show up
If you
because
show
I
up to
don't
my
like you.
if you show up to my wedding wearing white, you're accidentally going to get red wine on your dress.
Oops. Oops. My bad.
You're going to be escorted the fuck out, especially if I know it's on purpose. Like I said, if it's on
Yeah. No.
accident, some people, like, whatever, people miss the
I
mark.
don't see how it's on accident either, cause like by now everyone knows, unless the bride specifically is like, I want everyone, like I want the dress code to be white because I'm wearing a different color. Then that's the bride's plans, and that's what she wants. If it's otherwise unspoken, don't fucking wear white to someone else's wedding.
Literally. Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy.
That people are crazy. She's crazy. And if I was her husband and her family's like such like they seem like enablers. Oh, you're toxic. Ew. Raise your daughter better to treat people like with respect. I don't
Literally,
know.
bro. Like, get better at adulting or parenting. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't care what the sister-in-law and them have beef about. You just don't show up to the wedding. Everyone would much more respect you. If you just said, "Hey, I don't like her. I'm not going." That's fair. No worries. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's more of the mature thing to do in these situations too. Don't show up to someone's wedding that you don't want to be a part of. Why would you go to an event that you don't want to be a part of? Just remove yourself out of it. It's that
Exactly. Not
simple.
that
It's really
difficult.
that simple.
Yeah, not difficult. If you're gonna worry about hurt people's feelings, just don't. Because being there, they can tell you, just don't show up. Please don't
Yeah.
show up.
I'm gonna get up for 1 second.
Yeah, I was about to say I'll be right back. I hadn't had my mic on. I was like, I'm back. And Jill's not back. Oh, Chet. Oh, Chet.
I'm back. I just slammed my knee into my table on accident.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it just really hurts.
Gosh.
Not expecting that, but I'm okay. We're living.
We're living barely.
I just needed to stretch and fucking injured myself in the process.
Well, that's great. Sorry, I got cough.
No, I'm joking.
You made me laugh, so I had a cough. Being sick is so fun. Okay. Yeah, no, that's great. The white wedding thing, I'll never get over it. It's too crazy. Again, I wish he would elaborate more on the first time
know,
she
right?
did it.
The potential hero in this story was the black dress.
Yeah, potential hero.
Potential hero. And then, obviously the brother is the hero. I thought it was really sweet what he was doing for his brother instead of being like,
Yeah.
yes, wife, I'm gonna enable you to do something so freaking petty.
No, yeah, he W in the chat for him because he really said he put his foot down. He said, "You're not being disrespectful."
Yeah.
That's a great brother-in-law. If I was getting married to the other brother and my brother-in-law did that, said no to his wife, you're W brother-in-law. Good on
chat,
you.
pal. Yeah.
W in the chat. Okay. Oh, I'm on yours. What am I doing? Okay. My next one. I should have only eloped. I'm traumatized by my reception. So my now husband and I eloped by ourselves in Grand Teton. I don't know how to say it. I think it's Teton. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. If y'all live there, or if y'all live near there, or something, y'all been there. I can't pronounce things. We know that. National Park. It was perfect and everything I dreamed of. But we then had a friend and family reception a week later in our home state. For some backstory, I didn't invite my grandparents because they are honestly shitty people and I didn't want the drama on my day. Also, my parents are functioning alcoholics. Alcoholics? What did I say? I'm sorry. My parents are functioning alcoholics, but there has been no major incidents in the past. My sister and I are just aware they drink a lot and it's unhealthy. However, my sister and I have always viewed them as having a good marriage since they are high school sweethearts and have always seemed like they had a happy relationship. Back to the reception. Everybody is drinking, shots are starting. I'm having a good time. Next thing I know, we are back at the Airbnb after the reception, and I go to my parents' room, and my sister is yelling at my dad, saying he is drunk and he needs to go to bed. I'm confused, and my mom yells, "He cheated on me." And I'm like, "What? When?" And she doesn't really clarify, but said it happened in the ocean. It happened in the ocean? Okay. At this point, I'm extremely confused because we go to the beach every year. My dad doesn't go in the ocean ever. And I'm also confused why of all nights this is being brought up now. Literally, I don't know why, when he says it cheated in the ocean, it makes me think of that story. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's all over TikTok where the man said the dolphins kidnapped him and made him help them build like some underwater city. Like, did he cheat with the dolphins?
What acid trip are you talking about? I haven't heard this before.
No, this man literally is like, he literally came up. Like, this is on the news and stuff,
On
and
the
like he said that he
news?
was, yeah, he said that he was kidnapped by dolphins for like several days, and they made him go down into the ocean and help them build an underwater city.
Yeah, bro's got problems.
Gerald,
What are
yeah,
you in
Alex knows what I'm
Minecraft,
talking about.
bro?
That's what made me think of when it's like, you cheated in the ocean. What do you mean in the ocean? Okay, let me get on with my story. At this point, I'm extremely oh, sorry. I'm also confused why of all nights this is being brought up now. Then the subject gets changed to how he has been beating me for years. I asked when, and she said, well, the last time was 2017. And at this point, my dad is belligerent, and my sister pushes him to sit on the bed, and we start trying to help him take off his dress shirt, and he's screaming, fuck off, repeatedly. Then he pushes my sister, and while I'm trying to help her up and get my dad away, my mom comes in throwing fists. At this point, I'm like, is this a fucking joke? Am I on Jerry Springer right now? Finally. Honestly, that's what I would think. This is a Dr. Phil episode.
Yeah, Dr. Phil, bro. You need Jerry Springer, Dr. Phil, Maury. Make sure they're
You need them
he's
all.
the father. Yeah, you need all three. Dude, that would be one hell of a collaboration if Jerry Springer was still alive. But they missed
Yeah.
out.
They really did. Can you imagine? I would be watching that for sure.
Bro,
They should have collaborated.
No. Listen to me. Hear me out. Dr. Phil, Jerry Springer, Maury, and Judge Judy.
That would be crazy. They could do that just without Jerry Springer. They still have a chance.
They should. They should. They're missing out. If you're listening, ABC or whoever.
Is more? Yeah, Maury's still. He's still here. I didn't even know that Jerry Springer died, because we found that out during like that Mandela Effect episode.
Yeah, we did.
Which was
we were
crazy.
We were on the podcast and we were like, "What do you mean Jerry Springer died?" Also, my dad said that he's heard about the story about the dolphins.
See what I mean?
Wow.
Like, it was a thing. This man, dead ass.
What
but
a story.
That would make me think of the dad. Like, he's got taken with his I'm sure that's not what happened, but okay. Finally, my dad passes out, and my sister and I pull my mom aside, and I honestly just start laying into her. I'm livid at this point. I start saying things like, of all nights to do this shit, they choose this night. I say that if they don't stop drinking, then I won't see them again, and they won't see their future grandchildren. Or that they will get liver cirrhosis. I was harsh. I'm finally done and leave the room, and I'm just bawling my eyes out to my best friend and husband. I've depended on, looked up to, and relied to my parents, and I'm appalled that this happened. The next day, my dad admits to blacking out, and my sister alludes to his behavior, but my mom immediately says, let's drop it, and pretends like nothing happened the rest of the day before they took their flight home. I've never heard my mom talk like that before, about the abuse or cheating, and I have no idea how true it is. I don't know how to approach this, but I refuse to push it under the rug. My dad and I are most similar, so I want to call him and inform him of everything that happened that night, but what if there's some truth to what my mom is saying? I don't want to put her in a dangerous situation. My sister plans on bringing the night up to my mom within the next week or two. Overall, I just feel depressed, embarrassed, and heartbroken. I'm not sure what's true anymore. I feel like this night has created a dark cloud around my reception and elopement, as it is all I can focus on. I just never expected my parents to disappoint me in this way. I would appreciate any advice or similar stories.
Wow. I honestly, I would just ask the dad flat out. And then I would have your sister contact your mom and get her side. And then I contact the dad and get his side. And then this is where you and your sister come together, sit down with both of your parents and say, hey, this is what happened. This is what we both experienced. These are the versions of the stories you're telling me. And if you guys do not stop drinking, we will remove ourselves from your lives until you're done. And I think that's the best way to navigate that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best way, because something needs to, and for one, that to all happen at your like reception, your day and stuff like that, not acceptable. But when people get drunk, things come out, and that's just life. But like at the same time, that shouldn't have happened, and now you need to deal with something more serious, which could be, your dad abusing your mom. Obviously, cheating is, but abusing. If she's being beat, that's like very serious.
I feel
And
like it
so,
was alcohol because, like, what do you mean you're cheating and what do you mean you're beating? Like, I feel like there was just so many like outrageous things just being said. Like, I don't think these things are
yeah,
actually happening. And if they are, like, she needs to get out of there ASAP. Um,
yeah,
I just feel like they were so messed up. They were just saying things like they were so out of it, you
yeah.
know?
Like he was cheating in the ocean. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I definitely sit down with your parents. I think the hero here is maybe the sister, because she said just down.
I was thinking that too, actually.
Yeah, she said, you ain't gonna act like this, mom and dad.
Yeah. The sister did really good. I feel like that's the best way to navigate it. The sister talks to the mom, you talk to the dad, and then you all come together and have a heart to heart.
Yeah.
What a story.
Crazy. Weddings just bring out something in people. I don't know. Something not good sometimes. Some drama.
So I don't know if you have any more things to say about that story. If not, I was gonna go on to my next one because it's a bit long. The next two I have are a bit long.
You're good.
My bangs are pissing me off, Robert.
You're cute.
Thanks.
Robert.
Robert,
It's
it's
pissing
pissing
me
me off.
off.
Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to wear the wedding dress my sister in law gave to me as a wedding gift? Reading the title, what do you think?
A wedding gift. What? Why would you? I've never heard of anyone gifting someone a wedding dress. Like maybe
Same.
your mom or your grandma passing down like a family heirloom dress.
But this is her
But
sister in
most
law.
that doesn't make sense. And also the bride most of the time wants to pick out her own dress. But I'll let the story continue. But off the bat, you ain't nice gesture, but no thank you, girl.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I, 27 female, met my fiance Jacob, 31 male, when I was 21. We've been together for 6 years and engaged for almost a year outside of those. My mother's wedding dress has been passed down for generations, and I remember being a little girl dreaming of walking down the aisle in it. We have recently been wedding planning and were invited to a dinner hosted by my fiance's family that was on a Sunday. We arrived, greeted everyone, and sat at the table to eat. Sister in law stood up and tapped her spoon against the glass and said that she had to make a toast. She then said she would be right back before going into another room and returning with a large plastic bag. Everyone seemed to be excited, but I felt confused. I awkwardly smiled. I asked sister in law what was inside the bag. She opened it up and revealed the wedding dress from her wedding, which was 2 years ago. Everyone began clapping as sister in law announced that this was her official wedding gift to us, and she wanted me to wear her dress at the wedding. I tried to smile, but I guess I didn't do a good job of hiding my disappointment, and everyone began asking me what was wrong. I tried to explain how I wanted to wear my mother's dress and that it was nothing personal, but I refused to wear my sister in law's dress. My sister in law began to cry as my in laws began tearing into me and comforting her. I just burst into tears and ran outside. My fiance didn't even come after me, and after crying my eyes out on the steps what felt like hours, he finally came outside and yelled at me to get into the car. I was so confused, but I got into the car just to hear him berate me on how I made such a big scene and embarrassed him in front of his family. He sounded so mad that he couldn't even believe he chose to marry such a bitchy cunt. His exact words. Those are fighting words. My fiance also said my sister in law was just trying to be nice and that her dress was more modern compared to my mother's dress, which looked like an old rag. Also, his exact words. I tried to tell him how much my mother's wedding dress meant to me because I promised her that I would wear it. I felt like my fiance's family planned this and put me on the spot thinking I wouldn't stand up for myself and would agree to wear my sister in law's dress. I don't think I did anything wrong, but a part of me thinks I should have just gone along with it and then told my sister in law in private that I wouldn't be wearing the dress. So, am I the asshole?
My mouth during most of this was completely dropped. For one, forget about the dress, because there ain't gonna be a wedding. With
Girl,
that motherfucker.
girl, it bink, 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 cutting him off. What do you mean, bitchy
Yes.
cunt? What do you mean, old rag? You're the old rag. I'm gonna use you to mop
Yeah.
you up for this non-existing wedding. Ugh.
No.
You know who's the
No.
hero in this story? Is the mom's wedding dress, because she showed how toxic this family is.
Yep. It saved her. Oh my gosh. It's like, no, yeah, the mom's wedding dress is the hero. It saved her. I hope she never got married to this man. I hope and pray.
There's an update.
I'm excited
She said, I'm hoping and I'm praying.
If she got married to that dusty, crusty man, the rag of a man.
Oh my gosh. I want to beat this man's ass. Like, what do
Same.
you mean? Like, how are you not standing up for your wife? Like, I understand this is your sister and your family, and this is a rough spot. I literally could not imagine being at a table. Sister-in-law stands up, is like, I have an announcement. I would have passed away. What do you mean you have an announcement? What's the announcement? Comes out with a large plastic bag. I'm white as a ghost.
Yeah. Yeah.
I personally feel like I would have waited, but kudos to her for standing her ground. I think this will save her. I hope she freaking cuts him out.
She better have not. And like I understand, like, the sister-in-law may have thought she did a nice gesture, but if I was a sister-in-law and I was like, maybe she would want to wear my dress, I would go to her privately and say, hey, I don't know if you have plans for another dress, or if you wanted to buy your dress, or if you had another dress in mind, but you're totally welcome to wear mine and I'll show it to you, like, if you like it. I'm saying not to spend all that money. And then the girl, the OP, could have said, hey, I'm wearing my mom's. Oh, that's amazing. Like, I'm glad you have one that you want to wear. But, like, if she was truly trying to be nice, taking the whole spotlight at the wedding, ooh, this is my dress. Ew. Ew. The whole family. Get out of here.
And
Yeah.
like, in a way, I could see why the parents would take their daughter's side. But the husband and what he said, you know,
No.
it infuriates me, honestly. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
There's no coming back from being an asshole like that. Period. You don't talk to your soon-to-be wife like that. That's disgusting.
My dad texted, it's her wedding dress, not theirs. Pop off.
Literally. Okay, guess what? If my husband wants to make such a fuss, you wear your sister's wedding dress. It can be in the wedding then, if you want to wear it.
I love that. Honestly, OP, if you're listening, tell your husband that, or your not husband, tell him he can wear his
He better not be
sister's
your
wedding dress.
husband.
Him being like, oh, her dress is more modern. You know, when he said that, it made me feel like it was set up. It made me feel like this is what happened. She comes in one day, she's like, babe, I want to wear my mom's wedding dress. He's like, oh, okay. And then he calls his mom, he's like, Mom, I don't know what we're gonna do. Sally wants to wear her mom's dress. It's ugly. And then she's like, I got an idea. Let's put Sally on the spot and say, you're gonna wear your sister-in-law's modern dress. Ugh, ick. That's exactly how I feel like it went.
Yeah, honestly, now that you said that, I bet that's how it went. He's like, ew, that dress is ugly. Like, how do I go about this? Whatever. He clearly said it in the car. But, like, he was hoping she would say, oh, yeah, that dress is more modern. Her mom's dress means something to her. It's special. So being an asshole is ridiculous.
Also,
some people like that style. Like,
your wedding is your wedding. I'm gonna circle back to it's your wedding. It doesn't matter if your dress is traditional, non-traditional. It's your day. It's your wedding dress. And like, I'm thankful that my husband loved my dress. Like, I'm glad that he liked it. But it's not up to him. And like, I'm glad
Yeah,
that you love my wedding dress, but like, you know what I mean? But
it was great. It was a great wedding
thanks.
dress.
But it's not up to anyone there. If they didn't like it, they didn't like it, but I liked it, you know? Um,
That's all that matters. And that's why the
exactly.
groom doesn't go to the dress like thing either. They
Oh my
like
gosh. I feel like honestly, if these men attended some of these would really make or break relationships.
they probably should. That should probably be a new norm. These men need to start attending the dress fitting and see like what type of man you're with. And
Yeah.
maybe like don't show him the actual dress cuz I know, you're it's supposed to be saved, but like just see how he acts.
Yeah,
Just
honestly,
just
because
see.
if he's like, "Oh, you look X, Y in this dress," what do you mean?
Ew.
What do you
Get
mean?
out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
It's freaking crusty rag. You're crusty rag.
Old rag, bro. I'll elbow you again. I'm going back to the elbowing. Okay.
Yeah, like that's my grandma's, that's my mom's. Like that means something to me. I seen it when I was a little girl. And if your husband loved you, he would love that for you. No matter what it looked like. It could
Exactly.
look like a piece of trash hanging by a thread, but it means something to you, so it's special.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you ready for the update?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm scared though.
She's just starting off. She's saying thank you for everyone. She didn't expect so many people, but she's grateful. I know majority of you told me to leave him, and I took some time to think about it. But I know I can't leave without a proper conversation. Oh my god. At the end of the day, I spent 6 years with this man, and the behavior was honestly out of the ordinary. I agree with a lot of the comments saying that his family was influencing him because he used to be so caring and kind. But ever since the wedding planning, he began to change. Since the dinner on Sunday, he hasn't been talking to me at all and always leaves the room whenever I come in. He's honestly immature behavior, and all of your comments made me rethink my entire relationship. I did end up making him sit down with me a few hours ago to talk things out. Um, having an adult conversation. He was very dismissive and was scrolling on his phone majority of the time. No. I tried to explain how I felt and was put on the spot at dinner, and how his reaction and the fact that he didn't come after me or comfort me post dinner was so hurtful and so disrespectful. All he had to say in response that was that I was being selfish and that my sister-in-law was trying to help, and I embarrassed her in front of everyone. My conversation honestly went nowhere, and I felt shitty and lost. Around an hour ago, he came up to me and apologized, saying that he was sorry and that he understood now how I was feeling. I asked what would he do about the dress, and he told me that he had talked to his sister-in-law and she had agreed to let me wear my mother's dress during the reception, but I would wear her dress during the main ceremony. Um Everyone listening is probably taking an audible gasp right now because they probably also can't believe the bullshit that we're hearing right now. I admit I kind of lost it because he said I needed permission to wear my wedding dress on my wedding day. I haven't felt so disrespected in my life. I've just been sitting inside our bedroom and I'm pretty sure things are over after this. Edit, I admit my mother's dress is slightly old fashioned, but I had talked to him before we got engaged about how it was my dream. So he knew. He knew. And he had no problems with it. The fact that he didn't respect how sentimental it was is what hurt. Also, during our second conversation, he kept bringing up how his family was paying for a majority of the wedding, which, yes, they're paying about 75% of it, but I tried to remind him that it was my wedding too. Yes, I'm leaving him for sure now. I don't appreciate the comments calling me bad names for staying. I never intended to stay. And the only reason why I thought we might needed a conversation was because the behavior was recent and I wanted to understand what was going on. I told him that it was officially over, though it should be obvious yet, mainly because I'm scared he might do something violent, as many comments said. I need a few days to figure out what I'm gonna do to tell my brother to pick me up so I can stay with him for a few days. I'm logging off for now, but I'll update if anything happens. Wow.
I've never actually felt so enraged by a Reddit story in my entire life. and we've read many, but I've never been so. I threw my little lipstick. I don't even know where it went.
She's like, yeet. I um, this was 2 years ago. There's no updates. Oh wait,
I really hope.
no, yeah, there's no updates. Sorry, I
Dang
gaslit
it.
both of us. Sorry.
I really hope she left that man like she said she was going to. Because one, she was like, oh yeah, like Alex put in the chat, he used to be so caring. That's what they literally all do. Because obviously they're not going to be so. They're not going to show their true colors at the beginning because they got to get you.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
But they're going to act like a fucking asshole when they know they have you near the wedding. Yeah. The true colors came out. Now, usually they, but him saying, like, you're allowed to wear the dress during the reception. Ew, allowed? You don't get out of here. You do not tell me you're a man. You don't tell me what to do. Seriously.
I honestly, when he said that, if I was her, I would have probably end up contemplating like jail time.
There would have been jail time. The homicide unit would have to come to the house because no, I don't condone murder. No, I was just joking. But the police would have been called because the man would have got the sharpest elbow in this world to the face.
Yep.
And I don't care. I do not care. You don't say, oh, you're allowed to wear your mom's dress to the reception, but you're wearing my sister's to the wedding. Get the fuck out of here. There will be no wedding. I'll never see you again. You'll never see me again. Literally never. Because it's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. I can't deal with a man like that. Like, I can't.
Your impersonation accent was really good.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. She said, "Oh, thank you."
No, but I like that's he's out of here. I really hope she took the advice. I understand like she wanted to sit there and talk to him because if he has never shown us true colors until now, she's probably like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why are you acting this way?"
I know. I don't think the comments should be shredding her for that. I feel like if that happened to me, I'd be like, "Hey, like, what happened back there? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
Because you've never been like this. I don't know if we were living in the same place. I don't know if we uh, what's that thing that you covered
We switched dimensions or something.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, like I don't know what happened, who you are, but and then him being like permission, no. Bye. I'm packing my shit. No, you're packing your shit and you're out.
Yeah, you're packing
You're
your
out
shit.
of here, buddy. I'm bringing my WWE thing back.
You're out of here, pal, because we're not doing that. We're not dealing with a man that says you're allowed to wear this dress during a certain time. Ew. I hope you probably will never get a wife with that attitude. Just so you know.
I think he was like 31 too. Like, bro, you got no.
There's no reason.
Yeah, 31. You probably had a receding hairline.
Like, ew. Get out of here. Like, I hope you never get married. I hope you never find someone until you learn to not be such an asshole. Because no one's gonna want to marry you like that. And I really hope this girl stuck to her words and left that man. Because, like, and then she said she was worried that, like, things could turn violent.
I was like, yeah,
ma'am?
I thought the same thing. I was like, if you fear that leaving your partner could turn violent, why are you together?
Yeah, that, for one, then the red flags would have had to be forever ago. This was not your first time having a red flag then, ma'am, if you're scared for your life.
Yep.
That doesn't make sense. So the signs were there to leave him all those times ago. But the good Lord said, hey, I'm going to throw you this bone one last time and show you this ain't the man for you. The wedding dress.
Yeah. The hero in the story. The wedding dress.
Yeah, the wedding dress is the hero. The mom's wedding dress. W wedding dress. I'm just so... The whole thing... My face.
My
face.
The audible pause that I had after reading that sentence, I was like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. Like, no.
No, you wouldn't see me again. No. Period. I promise you there will be no second chances when you act like that. And especially if he knew that like that was her dream when they first got together. My dream is to get married in my mom's wedding dress. You're a horrible human being. If you sat there and listened to her say that dream and then you're gonna force this on her. That's disgusting.
Literally, I feel like he was just expecting her to change her mind, and he got pissy that he didn't.
Mm-hmm. Didn't get his little way. So now he says, well, you're allowed to wear it during this time. Ew. No. You don't
Yeah.
allow me to do shit. The hell?
Uh, I I can't imagine this happening. I don't know what I would do. I think I would have
Mm-mm.
lost it, like fully lost it.
Oh, I would. Yeah, I would have fully like the whole family would have felt. I would have just lost my voice. How much I would have been screaming at all of them, and everyone in the wedding like thing would have thought I was crazy. But like, you don't talk to me like that. You don't act like that. There's ways to go about it if you think my wedding dress is trashy, but you don't act like that. And it's not your fucking place to say anyway. It's my dress. It's her dress. Let her wear what she wants. If she wants to come over there in a freaking dress made out of grass clippings from the lawn, who cares?
It's her
Let
dress.
her.
Yeah. I just read the title to your next story, and I'm so excited to hear this because I said, "What?"
Yeah. Yeah, this is my last story. Also, I thought it was funny in the chat. Alex said, "You're allowed to do your podcast." I'm gonna show you who's allowed.
She
I'm
said,
gonna show
"This
you.
elbow. I'm gonna show you this elbow."
His elbow is allowed. Okay. I don't condone violence. No, we don't. On Midnight Talks, we don't.
Except for the elbow. The elbow's the exception.
The elbow. She going WWE SmackDown with that elbow.
Boom, boom. Yeah.
Okay, let's get into my last story. My bridesmaids slept in my wedding bed, and that's not even the worst part. So I'm finally sharing this because you cannot make this stuff up, and I need the truth to come out. I am 36 female, and I recently got married. Before my wedding, one of my bridesmaid, what kind of Australian? One of my bridesmaids, let's call her Annie, and her ex, Brad, broke up. Our friend group is very close, and most of us have been friends with Brad for more than 10 years. Annie only became friends with us because of him. After the breakup, she pushed this whole let's avoid each other at group events thing. It quickly turned into her trying to control who could attend what. It was unfair to the rest of us because Brad was not causing problems. He just wanted to move forward with his life, and we wanted him at our group events. Fast forward to wedding planning. Annie spent a lot of time telling me how uncomfortable she would be standing near Brad in photos. They weren't even paired together. She kept pushing for changes to accommodate her feelings. Meanwhile, I was in my hardest semester of grad school, working and planning my wedding on my own. Instead of supporting me, she made everything about her comfort. I felt like I had to constantly manage her emotions just to keep the peace. Even with all of that, I told her I still wanted her in my wedding because I cared about her. She had one single responsibility. She was supposed to bring her PA speakers. We talked about them multiple times. On the morning of the wedding, she told me she assumed we did not need them anymore and sent her boyfriend to get them last minute. I thanked them, apologized, and even offered to pay for the inconvenience. I refused to let anything ruin my day. Later that night, she got very drunk, had a meltdown, stormed out of the venue, and then sent me a long dramatic text message trashing Brad. He had literally spent the entire day avoiding her on purpose so that she would not be upset. The next morning, she completely backtracked and told me that he was not the reason she was upset. About a week later, I found out she was telling people that her meltdown happened because I asked her about the speakers the morning of the wedding. I did not ask about them that morning. We had discussions about it previously. She straight up changed the story to make herself look better. And here's where things get unbelievable. Our venue including our venue included a private cottage where my husband and I would spend our wedding night. One of the big reasons we chose that venue was to have a quiet, private place for us and a space where my dad could rest if needed. At one point during the day, I went inside to grab something and found Annie asleep in our bed. She went into our private bedroom without permission. She climbed into our bed. She even shut my dog inside the room with her. Later, she bragged that the reason she was late lining up for our grand march was because she and her boyfriend had sex in my wedding bed. The same bed my husband and I were sharing that night on our wedding night. She laughed about it. Even if she was joking, why would she joke about something so disgusting and disrespectful? Who would ever think this was okay? Even after this, I still tried to keep things peaceful. We had a long phone call after the wedding. She never apologized. She blamed drinking and stress. I decided to let it go anyway because the wedding was over and I just wanted to move forward. Months later, I found out that she was planning a birthday party and did not invite me. That hurt because I truly believed that we were okay again. Around the same time, I asked in our group chat what everyone was doing for Halloween. Annie responded, Monster Mash is my Halloween. Monster Mash had not even happened yet. I later found out that her birthday party was also a Halloween party. She was clearly hiding it rather than being honest with me. This is my final clarity moment. Here's what I learned. She rewrites stories to protect herself. She expects everyone around her to adjust to her feelings. She avoids taking responsibility every single time. She has no respect for boundaries, even on someone's wedding day. So I blocked her. No final confrontation, no dramatic message. I simply decided that I'm done. I feel so much lighter without her in my life. I know who I am. I know exactly what happened. And I am choosing peace instead of chaos. If anyone else has had someone make your milestone about themselves, I see you. You deserve better too. ETA, this is. Oh, I don't know what she was saying. Yeah, that's crazy.
The hero in the story is definitely the writer. I'm glad that she like woke up and saw everything. I would have been disgusted. Even the fact that she slept in their bed. Like I would have been livid. Livid because that's sacred. That's a moment that um is disrupted now. And
Yeah,
I think it's very selfish. I think it's very toxic. And I'm glad that OP came to light and saw it. And with her being 36 and Annie probably being around the same age, like, grow the fuck up. Like, a lot of these, like, grow up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's so stupid. Um, I just can't believe it. Like, you're lying and saying, oh, this is my meltdown, and then turning around and saying, oh, this is my meltdown. Like, I feel like maybe she's bipolar. I don't know what it is. Something's in the water in this story. But this girl needs to get it together. If you're that upset about PA speakers, like, how many times did I ask you about the speakers and the microphone and the stand? Like, I probably asked
yeah,
you a lot, but I wanted to make sure um, that you got everything, all the lights. You know, we probably went over it like minimum 5 times. Like, I just wanted
yeah.
to
Because
make
you
sure.
have to. Like,
Yeah.
you have to make sure. Especially me, girl. I'll be forgetting. But like anyone would make sure on their wedding day, hey, you remembered that. Like, you know what I mean?
It was
It's just.
so it was so funny because like I asked you before you left that night. I said, "Did you get everything?" She said, "Yeah." We were cleaning up the next day. I found a bunch of her lights. I said, "Oh, Tara forgot. Oh, Chey forgot all these lights." I just thought it was funny
Yeah, I
because,
did.
but like I know that it would never be deliberate if you forgot something. Like you just told me straight up, you got to remind me. I have my checklist. You know, hey, don't forget
Yeah.
this. Like you got everything. I remember calling you. You got everything. Text you. You got everything. You
Yeah.
know,
And
I think I
like,
told
that's
you it was
just.
like gather it the night before.
And a yes. And I did. I was like, I cannot. This is the time that I cannot forget something because there's no going back.
Yeah, yeah. So it, but like I asked people multiple times, like I borrowed coolers. I was like, are you sure I can borrow these? I will have these will be available that day. Like, are they still functioning? You know, like little things like that, because the last thing I want to do is rely on something and it just you know, things happen, things fall through, you know. uh and especially when you're like when wedding planning your own wedding. So I don't know, this girl, she did, OP did the right thing cutting her out.
Yeah, definitely not a good friend. Like, I again, like, I don't know if it's the alcohol. I don't know what people be doing. Like,
Blame it on the
but her
alcohol.
alcohol. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that is very disrespectful. Whether you're sleeping in their wedding bed or, like you said, you had sex in there. For one, that is crazy. That is extremely disrespectful. I can't even imagine a time where anyone would think that was okay. Oh, this is the bride and groom's, bride and grooms, Bride and groom suite. Let me just go like no one thinks that. Tell me who in their right mind thinks that that's okay.
Entitled.
Besides like yeah, besides her saying like my dad like he can lay down in there if he gets too tired. Like I don't know if he has like a health condition, but like that's the only person that should be in there besides me and my
Because she gave
husband.
her dad authorization, like,
Yeah.
um, obviously she was comfortable enough for that, but that's where her boundary was. And I don't know. I feel like she's just bad friend not inviting her to the party and lying about it, and yeah.
It's girl. No, she's not a good friend. I'm glad she cut her out. I could never go to someone's wedding and see that they had some suite and be like, I'm gonna go in there. Ew! Why? You're entitled. Stop. That's disgusting. Like,
Disgusting.
don't disgusted. Don't be that person at all.
Sorry, I just hit my desk. Not with my knee, thankfully.
I was like, girl, you got
You okay?
put those knees away. Put the knee pads on.
Yeah, I just needed to readjust. Honestly, I'm like, I need to stand. I'll survive. We got one more story.
One more, and it's yours.
Mine's long as shit.
I'm excited though, because you had a banger of a story. You shocked my whole life. Last
Honestly,
one, so this one better be good.
do you know why I chose the last story?
Why?
Because I saw the words bitchy cunt, and I'm like, there's no way. I said, this is going on the podcast. I didn't even have to read the full thing. I just knew. I was like, this man will make me mad. Whatever happened will piss me off.
Yeah, if y'all don't know, I never really read the full thing because I kind of want to be like authentically but
Same.
like sometimes you're like, oh, this wasn't as good as I thought it was, but like that one was crazy. I literally haven't heard a crazier story yet from Reddit.
Yeah, I could not. I was flabbergasted. We were like, there's no way this actually happened.
Lost for words.
Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all better get ready for this one. This one's gonna be long, so refill up on your drinks. Do a quick pause, stand up, take some water, use the bathroom. Cause shit, I can't wait to stand up. I need a standing desk. Jill. Yeah, it's because I sit all day. I'm like, ugh. But I'm not complaining about my job. Love my job. I need to stand sometimes. So
you need a standing desk. You need that one that just like is it. You can push the button and it just goes up.
It's only downsides are really heavy.
Yeah. So you probably have to have help to get out there. Or some people, if you pay extra, they'll like assemble it in your house.
Yeah, but my husband.
Chill's like, I ain't paying extra. I ain't paying extra.
I got a husband Thrifty to build over it here. For. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, what are they good for? Just building things.
It's so funny. When the kids have birthday parties, like they're not even like done, and Alex is already building like what was from the box. It's so funny to me. And then after everything's open, he's like out there playing with it. I'm like, this is so funny. Like, this is the remote controlled car. Alex probably feels very called out right now. Sorry, but
he's like, oh Lord. Yeah, honestly, what good is having kids if you can't like test out their toys?
That's true. And then it's so
funny.
Do I
drive their remote control cars?
And it's so funny when like Kenna gets he said nuh-uh. When Kenna gets those like the cooking sets, we take advantage of that. We would.
Yes.
She got that that Target one. That was so fun. Yeah. The ice cream set, bro. I was having a field day. I kept asking Kenna, I was like, come play with me. Why won't you play with me? She kept walking away. I'm like, this is even mine, bro.
Yeah, you're like, I want to experience this because they didn't have this cool stuff when we were kids. Like, they had stuff like that, but it wasn't this cool. So you're like, oh my gosh, I want to experience it.
I was at the thrift store and I saw a Claudette, Monster High. Is it Claudine? Or Claudette?
I thought it was Claudette, but maybe I'm crazy. Now you got Claudine. You're right. Wait,
What?
why are there two people saying it's Claudine or Claudia?
Wait, is this a Mandela effect?
I'm scared.
Did we just unlock a new Mandela effect?
Who's. Oh, okay. I think Claudia is a Monster High alumni. Claudine Wolf. Are they sisters?
Yeah, there's Claudine Wolf. Yeah,
Who's
because
Claudia?
hold on.
Is she just like from the show? I haven't seen her as
It's a
a
different character
doll.
when I type in Claudia.
Okay.
She's
Yeah, I
like
mean, she looks
yellow
different, but
hair.
I was just very confused.
Maybe it's like her. I don't know. Weird. Okay. But yeah, Claudine. Wow, I know my Monster High characters. Anyway,
Claudine.
she was
Ew. Get out of here.
oh my
Sorry.
gosh. She was like $270 in the package.
Wait, at the Goodwill?
At one of the stores I went to, yeah, it was a game store.
I thought you meant like a Goodwill. I said, what are they doing at the Goodwill pricing this stuff is $200? Like, you're crazy.
Yeah, definitely not. I was flabbergasted when I saw $270. I was like, golly, that's a lot of money.
No, some of these gaming stores price like hype stuff up, like price up. Why are you doing that? That's mean. I understand you're trying to make a profit and you see like the prices on eBay, but
Sorry,
I don't know.
someone did some spam. I was trying to
I know that's why I said
remove
ew.
it. I was trying to remember how to remove it. Oh no, I pinned it. No, I didn't mean to pin this comment. I'm so silly.
Pin the spammer.
Delete. Okay, I deleted it. We're good.
We don't need cheap viewers, thank you. Don't worry. We're fine. We're a
Okay.
podcast. It's just
We're
Twitch is not
thriving.
our main revenue, okay? Calm down.
Revenue, like we're making money. Don't let Chey
Yet.
convince.
We will be.
Oh my gosh, I opened YouTube just to look at our account, and there's 24/7 live Hannah Montana season 1 full episodes live stream. So I'm from the Disney Channel, like actual YouTube page.
We gotta watch it. I think it's because that thing is coming out.
Oh my gosh, I know. But like I've never in my years would have thought that Disney would just be live streaming Hannah Montana for free.
I don't even know when that's coming out. That's on Call Her Daddy, right? That's happening.
I think it's like a whole separate thing. There's a lot of controversy with that right now.
Oh yeah. Mm.
As a lot of
Yeah,
things
the
are.
special is hosted by Call Her Daddy.
Yeah,
Well,
I know it's
Alex
hosted by
Cooper,
her.
but
Yeah.
I thought it when I saw it, I thought it was gonna be like actual like a return of the show, and I was very upset.
I thought it was too. Okay.
L.
You ready for this last story?
Yes, after we yapped our heads off about Claudine Wolf.
I don't even hold on. I don't even know why I mentioned it. Okay. Am I the asshole
ADHD.
for not...
Sorry.
You just proved ADHD in a moment. Okay. Am I the asshole for not telling my parents that the event they were missing was my wedding? I, 27 female, have a younger brother, Mike, 21 male. He is the definition of an old man. Of a man-child and a mama's boy. Always complaining, always expecting others to bow to him. Just overall an asshole. Ever since he was born, my parents fussed over him for everything. He's not special needs or had a traumatic birth or anything of the sort. He's just born. And my parents completely discarded me. My mom, 50 female, especially. She went from a loving mother to one of those boy moms that always make fun of the internet. My father, 50 male, still shows me love and support, but he's always been too much of a coward to stand up to my mother and let me at least win once. The Only one who stood up for me was my grandpa, 76 male, who always called my parents out on their bullshit and never liked my brother. I remember him of his late wife, my grandma, and we had a very special bond, but he lives on the other side of the country and I would never see him often. Mike knows our mom prefers him and loves to shove it in my face. Because of this behavior, we've always been at odds. He's spoiled, a brat, and an awful human. I can't remember how many times I ended up in trouble for things I did better than him or things that he framed me with. His only talent is football skills. He won a scholarship to a nice college out of state. My parents didn't spend a dime on my education because apparently my fund had been used to cover expenses after a fire, just to discover years later that said money was given to Mike to buy a car and a house. It's a public university that I met Lucas. He was the first person I was really drawn there. Of course, I met new people who are now my dearest friends. And thanks to them and Lucas, who was my best friend for years, we got together. I managed to move out of my parents' house. Now, both Lucas and I are well known in our fields and have very good salaries. Now to the main issue. Lucas proposed to me a year ago. We're very private people, so we didn't post it on social media or anything. When I told my parents, they dismissed it with a, "That's nice." I'm starting to think they downright didn't even listen to me at all. We decided that we wanted a nice but very simple ceremony and a reception with our friends and relatives. Lucas convinced me to invite my parents and my brother, but they never responded to the invite. Whenever I went to visit and began to talk about my wedding, without mentioning it was a wedding, my mom would always speak over me and talk about my brother's accomplishments and wild adventures. At one point, I got fed up with it and interrupted my mom and told her there was an event I was planning to organize. Those dates were unmovable. She told me that they couldn't attend because my brother was playing the last game of the season that very same day and wanted them to be there. Of course, this favoritism didn't surprise me. They missed my ballets, showed shows in both of my high school and university graduations for things about him. At this point, I wanted to be petty. I told my parents that it wasn't a problem to miss the event, purposely omitted the fact that this event was my wedding and didn't assist further. Flash forward a few weeks ago, I got married. It was perfect. My family, Lucas's family, and our friends were all there and we had a blast. My grandpa was happy to give me away, and it was just perfect. My relatives asked me multiple times why my parents weren't there with us. I was honest, and I said simply they had my brother's game to attend and they couldn't come. They gave me a few looks, and my grandpa was visibly angry for a while, but otherwise, nothing strange happened. After the reception, Lucas and I left for our honeymoon and were phone free for a whole duration of the trip. But once we got back, we discovered that a shitstorm was brewing, welcoming us home. I turned to my phone and was unable to unlock it before a storm of notifications popped up. Most of them were from my mother and my brother. Mike called me all sorts of nasty names and insulted me because apparently one of my paternal aunts posted the photos of the wedding on Facebook and captioned it with a very obvious dig at my parents, especially my mom, for missing the wedding. The post apparently went viral on my parents' community, and they've been publicly shamed for the mistreatment of me. It also turns out that my grandpa personally visited my parents to go on a tirade of shame to my father, his son, to the point of tears. And this seemed to be my father's breaking point because he was so distraught for missing his only daughter's wedding and for his father's disapproval. Breaking point. Sorry. This is a lot to read. That he finally rebelled against my mom and is threatening divorce unless he makes it up to me. I think that's the reason why my mom has been spamming my phone with messages. At first, insults, threatening, and then it was downright pitiful, full on begging pity parties. Now I'm at home with my husband deciding how to approach the situation. Most of my relatives, even though I didn't invite to the wedding, reached out and apologized for what I went through, and they claimed that they had no idea this was happening at my home. Can't blame any of my relatives. They live with my grandpa on the other side of the country or in another state. But my mom's sisters and friends are belittling me for not telling my mom about the wedding because now she's inconsolable at the thought of having missed my wedding day. Personally, I think she claims to save face, but I'm not sure. The latest messages from my father and my mother seems extremely saddened and hurt for missing my wedding. Now my family is divided on three fronts. The majority, who is sticking by my side, my maternal aunts shaming me for hurting my mom's feelings, and my maternal grandparents who are adamant that I forgive my mom in light of her atonement. My best friends are telling me not to listen to them. So Reddit, am I the asshole?
Wow. Wow. Um, one, no, you're not an asshole. Um, there's a lot to unpack here. Oh, Kenny. Hi. She's not here. She's at the grandparents. So I didn't know
Okay.
she was gonna come in tonight. I miss you. Come
Oh.
back home. Anyway, there's a lot to unpack here, if I'm being honest. But one of the things is like the parents are claiming to not have gotten information or never been told about the wedding. Where's the invitation? Like, that was mailed out, right?
Yes, she does say that.
So what?
It says, I did inform my parents about my wedding. I sent traditional on paper invites to all my guests and was notified that all invites had reached their addresses. I did not receive any answers from my parents or Mike, a few very distant relatives, and some people on Lucas's side. I did reach out to all of them through message to double check, and those who hadn't replied, they said they couldn't come. I asked my parents and my brother via text, but they didn't respond. I was left unread, knowing them and given all things I had to plan, but I didn't bother insisting.
Yeah, so they knew. It's like they knew. So saying like, "Oh, you never told me. I never knew, or I missed your wedding." You said that my brother had a game. It was the last game, and that you were going to that instead. You chose to go to that instead.
Personally,
So
I do see where the OP in some ways admitted not saying it was a wedding, but I don't think she
yeah,
wanted them there, and I don't blame her at all.
no. I think she was like, I kind of gave them a chance to understand that it was a wedding. And I know she didn't specifically say while she was there, like, this is my wedding.
Oh my
But
gosh, I'm so
that,
sorry.
like, you ain't done that before. Um, but now I have to cough. Hang on.
I thought it was
But
far
at the
enough.
same,
Oh,
no, you're good. Well, I could. It was I could barely hear it.
okay, continue.
You full on in the mic before. um, but I understand like she omitted some things, but at the same time, like if my child was coming to me saying I have a big event, oh honey, what's the big event? Like we have things to do that day, but like what is it? Because
Yeah,
if it was a big event,
the fact that she kept talking about it and then she was just like, oh, your brother's accomplishments. Of course, I'm not going to tell you it's my wedding. I don't want you there.
no. I don't blame her because honestly, the mom's giving like literally like what she said, one of those boy moms. Like everything is about it. Like they're creep. Like no, like if you're like obviously, like you know what I'm talking about. I've seen them on TikTok and Facebook. They're like creepily boy mom
I know
obsessed
exactly what you're saying.
weirdos.
Yep.
So I'm like, she's giving that. The mom is giving that, and the fact that the dad, like I said, there's so much to unpack here. I'm like going 50 miles a minute, but like the dad said he was gonna divorce like his wife or whatever. Honestly, you probably should.
Who do you think is the hero in this situation?
The
grandpa.
granddad. Yeah, he's
The
the
way
hero.
we both said it at the same time, I'm so happy that we both did. We're like, the grandpa.
Yeah, hands down hero. He's a hero. I need a hero.
So, I gotta tell you, there is an update.
Oh my, what are we waiting for?
She's like, go ahead and start. Why didn't you say that? Okay.
Let's go. I can't. I'm glad you get these updates. Like, you've had two back-to-back amazing stories with updates.
She's like, I'm here for it. So there's some things that OP wants to clarify first. First, yes, the invitation specifically stated it was a wedding, no excuses. Two, my maternal side of my family didn't come to the wedding. I'm sorry, I didn't make it clear in the OG post. Most of them were busy, and the others gave me excuses to send a gift but not come. That's it. Don't ask me why they didn't discuss my wedding with my mom. It's not like I live in their brain. Three, my mother's atonement is the fact that she apologized via text. You
Via
know,
text.
you know what flabbergasts me is like no one else talked about this wedding to the parents. Like the granddad didn't just like casually bring it up with the dad and be like, "Oh, like I wonder what time it's gonna start, if it's gonna interrupt my food," like
My dinner that I always have. Yeah, like, why was nothing? Because when you were getting married, like, the whole family was conversating. So what
yeah.
was that? What happened?
Oh, well, I guess we're gonna find out in this update. Hopefully, I don't know. There's a lot.
We better.
Now, on to the update. Things have been a little crazy this past week. I got off Reddit for a couple of days to gather my thoughts. Then, I had a lengthy conversation with Lucas and how to proceed. He's been my rock. I don't think I could ever love him more than I already do. Oh, so sweet. My parents were always a taboo topic, but he hit me with a brutal reality check that I absolutely needed. We reached the conclusion that the fact that I kept all contact this time, stuck around, and I couldn't go and C isn't healthy. Oh, no contact. I realized that the reason why I never went fully no contact was deep down, I just wanted their approval. Even now, for once. Pathetic, I know. But it's like a drug, being with my parents. They can be loving, funny, caring, and warm until they're not. The little love that they did give you makes you crave for more, and their approval so badly you will destroy yourself. But that's enough. I promised myself that things were going to change. I thought about it, so I decided to start therapy and go no contact with those who made it an issue about the situation for good this time. After the days dedicated on reflecting how I feel, I ended up messaging my father to tell him that if he wanted to talk, I would meet with him, mom, and Mike in a neutral location the following day. He immediately replied and agreed, and we would meet at the park. My father's sister and my brother accompanied us for damage control. My father looked distraught, as he's been crying for a while. My mom looked the same, but I think it was more out of anger and embarrassment. My brother looked annoyed. I told the three about sorry. I told the three of them about how their behavior and preference in regards to my brother has always hurt me, and that their abusive behavior made me realize that I didn't want to contact any of them ever again after that meeting. My mother tried to cut me off multiple times, but my aunt, the one who posted on Facebook, shut her down every single time. When I asked them why they would treat me this way, they didn't know what to say. My father just kept crying and apologizing without giving me an answer, and my uncle reprimanded him for it. My mother seemed as if she was asking herself that for the first time. But well, in the end, she said she just simply disliked me. Plain and simple. And my brother,
I'm sorry.
I know. Go ahead.
No, I disliked her own daughter.
I'm
That's
flabbergasted. These stories have just gotten like crazy this night. Sorry, guys. Stay hydrated. Okay. Uh, Alex said my jaw dropped. Same. I think everyone's did. Plain and simple. And my brother, he said he just liked the attention and making me miserable as some kind of sport.
How old's the brother again?
21.
Okay, I was like, if this man's like 14 or 15, then I kind of get like he's just a kid, but you know what you're doing.
No. Wow,
Well, I feel like it goes beyond a brother thing to say, like, oh, I just like make you miserable, but like actually he knows how his parents treat him versus his sister, and it's not right.
Oh,
And as a brother, like, he's being a terrible one. I understand it's not your fault that your parents treat your sister differently, but at the same time, you don't also have to be an asshole.
you also don't have to let it happen. Like, call your parents out and say, no. I went on with
Exactly.
my questions. When I asked why they never responded to my invite, they claimed to never received one. I showed them the text, but they denied on receiving them. And well, it turns out that they hadn't. In fact, received my wedding invitation. When it arrived to their house, they weren't there. The only one in the house was my brother, who had come visiting for the weekend. He saw the invite and, as you guessed, ripped it up and trashed it. And then I went and texted my parents. He deleted the messages, which wasn't hard to do. According to them, they left my chat archived and didn't get the notifications. First of all, why does your parents have your conversations archived? It's really messed up, but anyway. So my parents actually never got a formal invitation. I was just distraught. I asked Mike why would he do that, and he just shrugged and claimed that it wasn't as important as the stuff in the program that he had in the program anyway. I had to stop Lucas from punching him in the face. Strangely enough, my parents were upset and started reprimanding him. He actually began to throw a tantrum and crocodile tears. And I must admit, I was kind of satisfied. But then my mom claimed that it would all be resolved, there was no need to fuss over a misunderstanding, and that it was time to clear their name. That set me off, and I interrupted her, telling her that they weren't forgiven at all. That just because Mike trashed the invite, it didn't mean automatically canceled all their neglect out. Plus, all the time was still very obvious that I was having a wedding and they should have asked about it. You want to know what my mother's response was? She said something along the lines of, I did hear you talking about a wedding of yours, but I just thought you were being delusional and seeking my attention with exaggerated scenarios. I beg your pardon? She was convinced Lucas didn't actually like me, nor would ever marry me. When I tell you I was about to trash her in the face, do you believe me? Oh my gosh, this story is insane. Insane. Another thing came up. It turns out that my brother didn't have a football game at all. My parents used the fact that my husband, friends, and I know little or nothing about football. We prefer soccer. And the fact that I stopped asking about it when Mike would mock me during his time in high school to make up a story to avoid my event. At the time I wrote the OG post, I couldn't confirm nor deny the presence of the game because my brother has a private social media and Lucas and I are blocked. And I foolishly trusted my parents' words, but no. You know where they were when they went with that man child? They went to Disneyland because Mike wanted to go. They used the football story to cover for my brother's 100th tantrum holiday, and apparently they did it for multiple times in the past month. At the point, at that point, I was just completely burnt out and overwhelmed by the amount of information. The fact that I had been fooled this badly, that I was so gullible, genuinely made my blood boil, and I snapped. I stood up and I told my father that he was sad, weak man, and unable to stand up for his kids unless his wife approved it. I told my brother that he was a dipshit, a poor excuse of a man that will not accomplish anything in his life, and he will always live like a leech he is, baby to the point of uselessness. And to my mom, I just, I told her that she was the worst narcissist, pathetic, little woman on earth, and that she didn't deserve to be addressed and judged for her irrelevance. That not even God could help her out of this because she was too rotten. Harsh, I know. My mother shot up from her seat to scream at me halfway through my rant, but I was too mad. I shouted at her to shut the fuck up and sit down and listen for once. She got so mad, it felt like steam was coming out of her ears. I don't remember much after that. I just kept talking and talking. It felt like all of my anger and hurt just flooded out. At one point, I'm pretty sure the whole park was silent. I to be a dog at this park, to be the butterfly on the tree.
I would pay great money.
I'm not laughing at the story. I'm just saying, like, to be present. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Mm. I spat at my parents and Mike that I was disowning them all, and if they're smart, they'll think before reaching out again. I took my purse and left with Lucas, Anna, and Frances, leaving my parents and my brother at my aunt's and uncle's mercy. I think at some point the reality, what just what I just learned, and what finally hit me because I ended up having a panic attack on the way home. Lucas was driving me, so Anna helped me through it, and we stopped in a parking lot to calm me down. I am beyond grateful for their help. Once home, I fell on the bed and went to sleep. I wanted to go with you guys, y'all's advice, and posted the whole thread on Facebook, but given my work and my career, I couldn't expose myself like that. One thing is sharing my story from anonymous throwaway on Reddit. The other is on Facebook with my name and my face plastered everywhere. I couldn't go down. Oh my gosh, I couldn't go down that path. Instead, I did something better. Hold on, I need water. What's your thoughts so far?
This is all so crazy. Like, I am so proud of her actually for standing up to each and every one of them. And it really, all of this just shows how shitty her mom, her dad, and her brother are. But honestly, I was like, clock it, sis, because she was telling no lies.
Yeah, I saw you doing this. I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Okay. I made a folder with all my mother's insults, messages, and awful comments and sent them to the woman in charge of my mom's church. Oh my god. It's a tight knit community my mom worked her ass off to enter in, but that is also extremely judgmental. And being shunned by them is a death sentence. And well, that's exactly what happened. Just like clockwork, the scandal spread like wildfire, going out of church and reaching the rest of the small town. You can imagine what this means for my mother and my father. Because of my little spill, I did find other messages from my maternal side of the family belittling me for even more of upsetting their sister or daughter and insulting her. I just didn't care anymore at that point, so I followed you guys' advice and told them from now on they would no longer be a part of my life and that they could talk shit all they want. I just don't care. Instead, they should be grateful I don't send their nasty texts to their employers and spouses. I blocked every single one of them, grandparents included, on everything. I did find a lengthy message from my father. He apologized for not being strong enough to face my mother, agreed that what I said was true, and he believed that I lost so much of my life because of her. He told me he is going to divorce her no matter what my decision will be because he is tired of being controlled. He would like a relationship with me and make up all the years that have passed. I replied to him and told him that as of now, I don't really want to see or forgive him. He replied that he'll try his best to win me back and that he loves me. I replied that as of now, I find that hard to believe and then blocked him too. Frankly, his slimy and way of trying to have an out from the situation is throwing my mother under the bus, and it's pathetic. At least she was hateful and owned up. He is at least to blame others and his own choice and for his choices. I don't want to surround myself with people like that. My mother and my brother are blocked similarly to the maternal side. Mike wrote other messages to taunt and insult me, and I just blocked him. My mom threw herself a pity party for being shunned by her community and for her marriage going into shambles, and I just replied, good riddance, before blocking her too. As for my grandpa, he decided to stay with us for a while to stick by my side. He really is the best, and as read some of your comments, he isn't going to admit that he's flattered by them. Since then, a few days have passed and it's been quiet. Lucas is spoiling me rotten, and I'll start therapy soon. I know this isn't drama filled revenge update you hope for. Girl, it was. What do you mean? But, well, this is it. I'll let you know if anything changes or evolves. Thank you so much for the love and support you showed me. I think I'm going to log out now. As for now, goodbye.
Wow.
What a train freaking. Oh my gosh.
Just wow. Honestly, the heroes are the OP and the granddad.
Yep. Yep.
The OP like did so well standing up for herself. Like I don't know this person, but I'm so proud of her. Like beyond proud. I know it sucks and like you can't undo like all that trauma there, and like it's good that she's gonna seek help and therapy. I know it was very hard for her to do, but like I know it had to feel some type of like good to stand up and also contact your mom, the church.
Oh
I
my
was like, my
gosh.
jaw is on the floor.
Yeah, like the story just kept going and go, like when you thought like okay, it might end here, it just continued.
Yeah, it was great. Like yeah, she is someone to aspire to be for a lot of these Reddit people.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
stick up for yourself.
Yeah, like when she started roasting her brother, I was like, go off, girl, go off. Tell him that he's a man child. Like, I was so happy
Yeah,
for her because I felt it in my soul for her. Like, I honestly feel like she was too polite. I'm joking, but
yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, I probably would have been worse personally. Um, I don't know actually because like these are people you love. Like, it's kind of
It's
hard.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to like have to say all this to your mom, your dad, your brother. Like, you don't want them out of your life, but at this point, they've shown you no reason to have any access to you or to your life because all they do is hurt you, let you down, and choose your brother over you
The
each and
fact
every
that
time.
they chose to skip. Okay, I just want to say this. Say if the daughter was just planning a barbecue and they're like, oh, sorry, we can't go because of Mike's football game, but they go to Disneyland. That's shitty. I don't care what event you're missing, it's shitty.
Where's my invite to Disneyland?
Exactly. And
Parents.
to me, like, okay, say if y'all are actually going to Disneyland, um, why lie? Like, if you planned it months ago, or something like that. Like I feel like it was honestly just to not go to the event that the daughter was holding. And the fact that the mom was like, "Oh, I just felt like it was delusional cuz I figured Lucas was never going to marry you." Do I beg your pardon?
You're messed up. You're completely messed up for saying that. For saying everything that you said, for saying I don't really like. She said she disliked her own daughter.
I
Are
feel
you
like
okay?
this mom is loony bin behavior.
She no. Like, she needs to I'm like happy that like the OP called the church that like her mom's having repercussions because people like that, no. They just think they can do whatever, get away with it and hurt other people's feelings. No. You're done. You're done acting like this and pretending to be some upstanding mother to all the other family members that clearly don't know you're shitty. And there's still people defending her on that side. That's disgusting.
I know. I was actually also flabbergasted by the fact that her family was standing up for the mom. Like, what do you mean you're standing up for the mom? Like, the mom has treated this daughter like absolute garbage and has obviously favorited. And the fact that the mom literally said, I dislike you, and the family's still arguing. I'm sorry, are
Why?
we
Why are we
living the
arguing?
same thing?
Clearly not. Clearly she's telling a different side of the story. The mom. And I don't know how they're believing it. Like, you already are this such a shitty person. You've shown every true color. You literally lied to your daughter, said, oh, the football game. No, y'all went to Disneyland. No, you didn't believe your daughter would ever get married because she's a loser and no one likes her, no one loves her, right? That's basically what you're saying. You're terrible. Mm-mm.
Holy shit. These stories were crazy.
You brought the tea, the drama. It was crazy. I felt like I've lived 70,000 lives, all drama filled.
Yeah,
Like,
it's the fact that
crazy.
she was like, "Oh, sorry, this wasn't the drama you were here for." I'm like, "Girl, yes, this is what we were here for."
Girl, yeah. Honestly, she did more than anybody. Like, again, people on Reddit should take notes when having the. I know it's hard. I know what she did is not easy. And, not a lot of people can do that or have the. But at the same time, like, good on her. She stuck up for herself, even though it was hard. and showed her parents, "You're not gonna jack me around like this." And then her dad trying to come in, pity party me, like in a side text. Get out of here now. You want to have a relationship with me, but you don't like divorcing mom doesn't just automatically say, "Oh yeah, that was a problem." You're also a problem. You're an enabler and you do the same things.
Yeah, the fact that like you chose to go to Disneyland, you chose to sit back and see all these things happen. Um, I feel like divorcing the mom is a step. I feel like maybe
Mhm.
he should attend therapy with her.
Yeah, that could be a start if the daughter wants, if the P wants
It's
that.
up to the
But
daughter. Yeah, I don't blame her for
yeah,
whatever she chooses.
no, if she never wants to speak to her parents or her brother again, I don't think anybody would blame her except her weirdo family, enabler family.
They had to have known about the wedding. Like, I think it's fucked up that the brother like deleted the messages and ripped up the invitation. But her being
Ripped it
like,
up.
"Oh, I just thought you were dreaming, being delusional." Like, you're telling me none of your other relatives talked about, like, y'all didn't have a bridal shower? Y'all like I don't know. I just feel like they didn't
I have
listen
a
to
hard time
her.
believing it. Yeah. I have a hard time believing you didn't know anything. I think y'all made up some fucking story because y'all didn't want to. The little boy brother that's 21 years old that acts like a 5-year-old didn't want to go to Sissy's wedding, so he had to go to Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Little enablers. Like, it's disgusting. This is how, like. Mm-mm.
This is how I picture
No.
like Logan Paul acts outside of. Sorry, maybe I'm too
Honestly,
honest.
yeah. No, it's not. It's not. It's really honest. Like, you're raising your son to be like that. He's 21 throwing a little baby fit. No girl is gonna come within 20 feet of that man because you've created a monster.
Oh yeah, definitely. I reading that one, there was just so many like jaw-dropping moments of like I literally can't believe. Like, kudos for the husband for not beating the shit out of the brother.
Yeah, honestly, he has a lot of willpower, especially like to not just go at them all, go at their throats. I love you.
Good
Good
night, Kenny.
night.
Yeah.
You had some crazy stories. And wow. Just wow.
Yeah. One hell of a way to end the night.
Yeah, it was. It was great. Like you brought it all.
Yeah, I was trying to find some good meltdowns, and when you said 4 stories, I'm like, perfect. I found these the night before. I was like, these are
Perfect.
perfect.
Now I'm gonna step up my game. Sheesh. Where's the tea on Reddit when you need it? Like these people are out here having whole like soap operas.
To be the butterfly on the bark. Oh my gosh.
I know, like I can't. If any other people were at that park, you imagine? Like
Oh, oh my god. I would have been like vacuuming the grass. I mean,
say
I'd be walking my dog like 50 times around the circle. Suddenly I work for a lawn care service. You know what I mean?
suddenly I drop my contact lens in the grass and I'm trying to find it.
I dropped my phone in the sewer and I need to call the fire department to help fish it out. Fire department's also actively listening. Um
Good. I good on her though. I mean, I am proud of her. Really, I
yeah.
know it could have been. It was probably really hard, but I'm still proud of her.
I'm proud of her
OP, if
for
you listening,
sorry. I'm proud of her for going to therapy.
yeah, big step needed for how her family treated her.
I know it's midnight talks, but I'm midnight sleepy.
I'm midnight sleepy too.
Yeah, I'm really glad
1 o'clock
we got to
sleepy. It's 1 o'clock.
huh?
I said I'm 1 o'clock sleepy. It's 1
Oh
a.m. right
yeah,
now.
you need to go to bed. I enjoyed
I
these
need to go to
wedding
bed.
meltdown stories.
Me too. I loved them. You brought some amazing stories. So
Thank
thank
you.
you for the tea.
Yeah, of course. I'm excited to see what next week's topic is gonna be. And guys, please don't forget, if you heard what Chey said in the beginning, if you are an active listener or if you're brand new and you're liking our content, please do not forget to click that follow button and hit that whatever notification button to see. And also, don't be shy and comment. Like, we want to hear from you guys. If you thought, like, damn, that was crazy, we want to hear it.
Yes. Don't be shy. Again, Jill might bite, but I'm not gonna. And no, but literally, we'd love to hear from you guys. Like and follow or subscribe or whatever. It definitely helps us out, and it helps you out if you like our content, because then you get notified when we post a video or a episode. So yeah, I can't think because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, and help us get to 100 followers on Spotify, because then we're doing a giveaway.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about that. So you subscribing and following helps that, and you could win. You never know. I don't know what the giveaway is right now. We haven't announced it, but it's just something we want to do. So just know when we hit 100 followers on Spotify, that's what we're doing.
We're at
There's literally
39
floaty things
right now.
39.
So y'all listening, you're like, oh, I forgot. Also, if you can on Spotify, rate the podcast.
Yes.
Give us your honest thoughts. You know,
if we're a 1, we might cry if you give us 1 star, but also like let us know what we need to improve on.
Yeah.
But don't hurt us too bad.
Yeah.
But if you want to give us 5 stars, that would just make our day.
Yeah.
And we would love you.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all so much for tuning in on Twitch. If you don't know, me and Chey usually go live on Twitch on Thursdays. So if you want to hear the episode early before you have to listen to it on Monday, you can come in here and support and even talk with us. We typically do that 8 PST and 10 p.m. Central Time. So
we are not live at 10 a.m.
I know, I almost said 10 a.m. So if you guys are ever interested and you're like, I want to hurry up and hear the episode, just click that notification, on Twitch, and you can check us out. I am working on the Discord. I know I've said that for the past 2 episodes, but I am working on it. Chey has seen it.
She actually is.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not just
I've
saying
actually seen it.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm excited about that. But yeah, definitely if you want to hear episodes first, be the first first person to hear it, come join us live on Twitch. Sometimes we have technical difficulties and we do it like 10:30 or 11 Central Standard Time. But just, if you turn on those notifications, you'll get it on your phone when we go live. Also, Forrest Frank, did he drop a song? Sorry, I've seen the chat. Kenna, I have to go say. But anyways, you guys, we love you so much. Thank you for listening, and we hope you have a great night.
Bye.